So I think there's certainly a shortage of AI specialists. I mean, I was at the Gartner Expo out in Barcelona last year. Google were talking at that and about their environment. They talked about 5 or 6 gurus in AI in the world. Right? And now there's lots of people who say they are, and there's a lot of people doing stuff. So I think that, I think the fact is, yes, there's a shortage of people to do that, and the market will catch up. And in the same way as we had a cybersecurity shortage, a year or 18 months ago, that's dipped a little bit now. You can get security skills more easily. I think we'll catch up with AI. Do I think people will want to work for organisations in the way that they use that? I think if you look back across technology, there's technology's always innovated and always been seen as it takes jobs. I mean, industrial revolution right the way through, and it very rarely does. And so I think if somebody feels very moralistic about that and they want to take a certain position, I'm sure they will. There's companies I won't work for, not because because of the products they sell, right? Not necessarily because of the fact that they're using technology to advance a customer experience, and that means you need less agents. I also think, will we be using less people? Or, as I said, I think the way that you'll move at pace is by augmented reality, about enabling somebody who's talking to an individual, right? And giving them more data to work with a client. And certainly, if you look at some of the AI that's been done by IBM Watson around medical environment in the US, it's about supporting the doctors, not replacing the doctors. So I think I've probably not given a clear answer to that one, because I think something like that will people choose to work for you or not? I think that's going to come down to the individual. But I personally, as a technologist, I don't see that. I think there's other factors that will stop somebody working for an organisation way before it'd be the technology.
It's early days yet. We need to see the real impact of AI replacing people, which we've not seen yet. It's something that people talk about, people being replaced by machines, but in effect it's not really happened. There's been a few examples of warehouses that have become fully automated with robots running, but I don't think there's enough examples out there yet for it to be a question that is thoroughly considered. I think there's got to be, we've got to get a bit further down the road, and I think then, as I said, from that happening, we will see further creation of jobs. Yeah.
I think that good talent is always important, so you need to find and retain good talent, whether that be around AI or more generally. In terms of the moral issue, I haven't come across that yet. I think that people like to be satisfied. In fact, a lot of operations teams are aware of AI and actually have been working to improve processes in advance of that. So I'd say that it's not mutually exclusive.
I think the boards are aware of it. I think boards are beginning to talk about this at the right level. In answer, obviously, that previous question around the disruption and losing jobs, my big fear is certainly with the resource and the talent pool that's required for AI. A lot of the jobs that will be lost in the lower parts of the economy are not going to be necessarily people that will be gaining jobs kind of in AI. So, I think what we're going to find is the pool of talent will continue to become smaller and smaller. You will get some people retraining, but the types of skills, what you need and your background, it's very, very limited. And I think as a consequence, we are going to have a rush to talent. We already have started that rush to the talent. Boards are recognising that. They're realising that they need to find innovative ways of getting that talent into their organisation. And to answer your question, do I think that the boards or the organisations that are seen as sort of the cost-cutting versus innovative, I think it comes very much back to the question about, is it back office or front office? I think if you're seen and perceived as being innovative in the front office and the customer-centric, you can still do the back office slowly at a slower pace, but you don't necessarily have the same impact. And therefore, I think the inverse is you'll find that probably talent will be more attracted to you as an organisation. And I think the social consequences of that are important.